Okay, folks, where to begin? 20 past 9 Sunday morning, and we've just had a visit from the Guardia Civil. And indeed, they haven't gone yet, they're still outside. We just had a long debate. They told me they were going to give me 10 days to get off the land. I told them they'd have to go to court. I told them the land was private as far as I understood it, and that without a complaint from the owner, I couldn't be moved on. That's my understanding. They took about half an hour. They brought in extra guys, did all the usual, gives you your name, first name, surname, have you got passports, have you got NIE, you can't be here, camping's not allowed. I said camping is something that you do for a hobby, something that you do for pleasure. This is survival. The only reason they're here is because new tent. I've been here so long, I'll lose count of how many months. 15, 16, 18, whatever it is. I'll lose track. But they're still outside now, they still haven't gone. I basically told them this is my habitual residence. This is where I live. This isn't camping. I'm not going to be moved on because of rules about a pleasure hobby. The way it was left at the end, well, I think it's the end. They haven't gone yet, as I say, but they weren't even sure. They initiated the conversation on the basis of this being public land. As I think I've said in the past, somebody attempted to move me from here once before, but they failed when they couldn't trace the owners because it's not the public. So I've just been harassed by 4 cops. Yeah, they're still here. They're just getting into their cars now, I think. At one point I was telling them this was private land and that they should probably get off. Getting a little bit above myself. But, you know, I tried to pull the homeowner a bit. You're on private land, you probably shouldn't be here. They just played dumb, oh, English not good, we're waiting for a colleague to come. And I told them that I'll need documents from court and I'll fight whatever move. What they said was they're going to check whether the land's public or not. I would have thought they could have done that instantly nowadays with computers, but this is what they do, leave it hanging over your head, the power play. They said they're going to check the status of the land. If it's public, they're going to initiate the proceedings to have me moved on. If it's private, they're going to contact the owner and see if he wants me moved on. Now this is where I have a difficulty. The owner's totally oblivious to me and I'm causing him no harm. Why then should they try and solicit my removal from the land? That seems... As soon as they find out it's private, shouldn't they just butt out? No cause for concern to the public, nothing to do with anybody. Why contact the owner to try and solicit my removal? Bastards, guys. Bastards, that's why. See, there was a big queue of people stood up at the 2 bus stops watching the proceedings. You know, as more start to arrive and people are thinking, oh, he's getting his comeuppance. And in the end, they've gone away. I'm not going to say tails between their legs because they've just lingered for 15 minutes outside. You wonder what the public are getting for their money. When these guys can pull up here at 10 to 9 or whatever time they first, quarter to 9, whatever time they first arrived, and start haranguing me. And then after the interaction's finished, they were still here for a good, I don't know, 15 minutes or more. Why? Just having a chat. Burning the hours, taking the pay. And for what? Because I got a new tent. If I'd still been under a tarpaulin, they wouldn't have bothered me. If I'd still been in a broken down old crumbling tent, they probably wouldn't have bothered me. But every now and again they come by and ask the questions. This was extended because the first 2 got butthurt, was the impression I had. They spoke perfectly good English until it came to me trying to answer them and tell them that the land was private. Or that in my understanding, based on previous events, like I said, been here 17, 18 months, however long it is. If they were going to move me on, and if they had the power to move me on, surely in one of the interactions we've had, they would have gone ahead and actually done it. 18 months, habitual residence, private land. They tried ordering me not to go inside the tent at one point. Why? I wasn't under arrest or anything. I was going nowhere. My dog was misbehaving and I was trying to put her inside to calm her. You've seen Tina. You know what she's like with people that she doesn't know. People that come on our land, or people just that come close our land, sorry. But I was just trying to calm the dog and make sure that they were safe. And they start trying to give me orders. Okay, folks. I think the worry's over for now. I've had them in the past where they've given me 24 hours notice, be gone by tomorrow. This time we're going to go do some research that they should have done in the first place. They're going to go and do some research, and based on that they'll either initiate proceedings or not, or they'll contact the owner and try and get me moved on from the, you know, can't just let it lie, can they? They can't just let it lie. They want to solicit a trespass from the owner. In most jurisdictions, that's not allowed. They're not allowed to go around asking, hey, Mr. Owner, would you like this man moving? They should wait to receive a complaint. They haven't had a complaint from the landowner. End of. I don't want to sound entitled or arrogant. Why now, Sunday morning? Why so early, Sunday morning? Why after 18 months? Why within a week or so of me getting a new tent? From the roadside where they are, it doesn't look any different to the old one because they're looking at it end ways on. So you got to question what's going on and why. Trying to move me on, and they didn't even know whether the land was private or public. But it doesn't stop them initiating the interaction before 9 o'clock on a Sunday morning. Okay, folks, that's enough of that. Catch me this afternoon for Trampcast. It's been a quiet week, there's not much to say. I'm a little bit worried that I won't have anything to actually talk about. I guess now we've got something to discuss. Okay, folks, let's do it the traditional way. From Tina, and from me, Delta Mike, out.